Have you ever wondered why you do things without knowing why? Why sometimes you fear without reason or succeed without knowing how? What if beneath your everyday thoughts there is a hidden mind, secret layer of intelligence, silently shaping every choice, every habit, every outcome of your life? This hidden mind is your subconscious. It remembers what you have forgotten. It programs your beliefs. It guides your instincts. And tonight, we begin the journey of unlocking its secrets. The mind, you know, is like the tip of an iceberg. Above the water, clear, visible, logical. This is your conscious mind. It makes plans. It speaks in words. It chooses, but only in small ways. But beneath the surface, vast, hidden, unseen, lies the subconscious. It is 9/10 of the whole, a silent ocean that moves you without your awareness. Pause and feel this truth. When you ride a bicycle, you do not think of balance. When you speak, you do not think of grammar. When you breathe, you do not think of lungs. The subconscious does it all. It is the quiet engine, the hidden current, the secret script running your life. And it is older than you know. From the moment you were born, your subconscious was recording every sound, every emotion, every experience. It learned what to fear. It learned what to trust. It learned what to expect from the world. And those lessons became programs, invisible programs, replaying again and again, shaping your choices, your relationships, your destiny. Think of a field of soil. If seeds of fear were planted in childhood, fear grows. If seeds of love were planted, love grows. And most people live without ever realizing what seeds were planted long ago. But here is the secret. The soil can be replanted. The subconscious can be rewritten. The programs can be changed. Close your eyes now and imagine diving beneath the surface of your mind. The water is cool, dark, endless. Symbols drift by you. A face from childhood, a word that hurt, a belief you once accepted without question. You touch them, and they dissolve into light. Deeper you go, and you begin to see something brighter. Your subconscious, not as an enemy, but as an ocean of possibility, an infinite canvas waiting for new instructions. The secrets of the subconscious are not locked to keep you away. They are locked to invite you deeper, to ask you to listen, to ask you to feel, to ask you to awaken. And as you drift tonight, listening, resting, dreaming, you begin to unlock, door by door, symbol by symbol, secret by secret. For the subconscious is not against you. It has always been for you. It has always been building, always been protecting, always been guiding. But now, you learn to guide it. You learn to plant new seeds. You learn to unlock the power that has been waiting all along. This is the beginning, the first step into the hidden, world beneath the surface. Every life is written on an invisible script. From the moment you first opened your eyes, the subconscious began to record every sound, every touch, every look, every word. Like soft clay, it took the impressions of your world, and little by little, those impressions hardened into patterns. Patterns that would become your beliefs, your habits, your destiny. Pause and feel this. When you were a child, you did not choose your beliefs. You absorbed them. The voice of your parents became the voice of your subconscious. The rules of your culture became the rules inside your mind. The way people treated you became the way you learned to treat yourself. If love was given freely, your subconscious recorded, love is safe, I am worthy. If love was withheld, your subconscious recorded, love must be earned, I am not enough. If success was celebrated, your subconscious wrote, the world rewards me when I shine. If failure was punished, your subconscious wrote, it is dangerous to try. And these scripts became programs, running quietly, running automatically, running long after you forgot how they were written. Think of a record player, a needle following grooves carved long ago. The song repeats. The song continues. Even if you no longer like the tune, the subconscious keeps playing. This is why people live the same patterns again and again. The same relationships, the same struggles, the same doubts. Not because they choose them, but because their subconscious programs them. Pause and imagine this. You are standing inside a vast library. Endless shelves rise above you, stretching into the darkness. On each shelf are books, each book a memory, a belief, a lesson from your past. Some books are bright, filled with joy, filled with strength. Others are heavy, filled with fear, filled with pain. And whether you realize it or not, every day you're reading from these books. Every day they guide your choices. Every day they whisper their words into the silent ear of the subconscious. But here is the secret. The library is not fixed. The books are not final. The shelves are not locked. You can write new books. You can close the old ones. You can rearrange the library of your mind. How is this done? Through repetition, through emotion, through imagination, through choice. Because the subconscious learns the same way it was programmed. It learns by what you repeat. It learns by what you feel deeply. It learns by what you imagine vividly. And it learns by what you allow again and again. Pause here and think of this truth. Every advertisement you see, every story you repeat, every thought you dwell on is planting a seed. The subconscious does not argue. It does not say yes or no. It simply absorbs. And once absorbed, it creates. This is why fear spreads easily. This is why doubt takes root. But it is also why hope can blossom, why faith can heal, why love can transform. because the subconscious does not care whether the seed is of fear or faith. It will grow either one. It will build either one. It will return to you whatever you place within it. So imagine now standing before the soil of your subconscious, in one hand, a seed of fear, in the other hand, a seed of love. Which will you plant? Which will you water? Which will you allow to grow? For every day, the soil is listening. Every night, the soil is ready, and every choice you make is planting the future you will live. But here is the wonder. Old seeds can be removed. Old roots can be cut away. The garden can be cleared, and new life can grow in its place. When you repeat an affirmation, I am worthy, I am powerful, I am loved, you are planting new seeds. When you imagine your future vividly, feeling it as though it is already here, you are watering those seeds. When you surround yourself with new words, new images, new people who lift you higher, you are enriching the soil. And when you practice this each day, the subconscious begins to change, slowly at first, then faster, until the old songs fade and the new melody begins to play. Pause and breathe this truth. You are not a prisoner of your past programs. You are the reprogrammer. You are the gardener. You are the author of new scripts. And as you learn to guide the subconscious, you learn to guide life itself, because the subconscious is not just a mirror, it is a magnet. It pulls into your reality the experiences that match its beliefs. Change the belief, and the magnet shifts. Change the belief, and the world rearranges. Change the belief, and destiny itself bends. This is the secret of the programming of the subconscious. The subconscious does not speak in words. It does not argue. It does not debate. It speaks in symbols. It speaks in images. It speaks in feelings that rise suddenly and vanish quickly, like whispers from another world. Pause and feel this. When you dream of water, your subconscious may be showing you emotion. When you dream of flying, your subconscious may be revealing freedom. When you dream of falling, your subconscious may be asking you to let go. These images are not random. They are a language older than writing, older than speech, older even than memory. The language of the subconscious is the language of symbols, and symbols are everywhere. They appear in dreams. They appear in myths. They appear in art. They appear in the sudden image that flashes in your mind when you close your eyes. Think of ancient civilizations. Egyptians carved the Eye of Horus, a symbol of protection and higher vision. Hindus spoke of the lotus, a flower rising from muddy water to bloom in pure light. Native peoples painted animals on cave walls, not for decoration, but as spiritual signs. These are not coincidences. They are echoes of the subconscious. They are the symbols that live deep within every human being. Carl Jung called them archetypes. The mother, the hero, the shadow, the wise old guide. They live in myths across cultures. They live in stories across time. And they live in the dreams you carry each night. Pause here and imagine a great theater. On its stage walk archetypal figures, a radiant mother glowing with light, a shadowy figure lurking behind, a hero standing tall with torch in hand, a wise guide pointing the way. Each one represents part of you. Each one speaks in symbol. Each one comes not to harm, but to teach. When you run from the shadow in your dreams, you are running from a part of yourself. But when you turn, when you face the shadow, you see it transform. You see that it carries strength you had forgotten. You see that it is an ally in disguise. When you follow the guide in your vision, you are following your own intuition. When you embrace the mother, you are embracing the part of yourself that longs for love, and the part of yourself that longs to give love. This is why symbols matter. They bypass logic, they bypass reason. They go straight to the root of the soul. The subconscious does not care if the message comes through a dream, a painting, a number you keep seeing, or a sudden animal crossing your path. The symbol is the message. The feeling is the key. Now pause and imagine your own life. Think of the images that return again and again. A door, a bird, a child, a fire. What do they mean for you? Not in a dictionary of dreams, not in a rigid set of rules, but in the story of your own life. For symbols are living, they change as you change. The bird may mean freedom when you are trapped. The bird may mean escape when you are afraid. The bird may mean joy when you are already free. The symbol bends. The symbol adapts. The symbol evolves with you. This is the living language of the subconscious. And here is the secret. When you learn to listen to this language, you learn to unlock the hidden messages of your own life. Pause again. Picture yourself walking through a vast gallery. On each wall, paintings shift and shimmer. One shows a river flowing endlessly. One shows a staircase rising into the stars. One shows a mask, half smiling, half hidden. As you stand before each painting, you feel something stir in your chest, a memory, a desire, a fear. This stirring is the message. This stirring is the subconscious speaking. Symbols are not puzzles to solve with logic. They are experiences to feel with intuition. They are mirrors reflecting what words cannot say. When you learn this, your dreams become clearer. Your decisions become easier. Your life becomes more meaningful because suddenly you realize the world itself is a dream. Everywhere around you are symbols. The sunrise whispering renewal. The rain whispering cleansing. The stranger's smile whispering connection. And the more you notice, the more the universe speaks. For the subconscious is not only inside you, it is also the bridge between you and the universal mind. Your symbols connect to others' symbols. Your dreams connect to the world's dreams. Your subconscious connects to the vast ocean of collective unconsciousness. This is why the same stories appear across time. This is why different cultures dream the same archetypes. This is why your symbols can feel both personal and universal. So tonight, as you listen, as you drift, as you dream, invite your symbols to speak. Ask quietly, what do you want to show me? Then watch, then feel, then listen. The subconscious will answer, not in words, but in images, not in logic, but in symbols. And as you awaken, you will carry those symbols with you, guides, keys, messages from the hidden part of yourself. This is the power of the symbols of the subconscious. The subconscious is powerful, but it is not rigid. It is not fixed. It is alive. It is listening. It is waiting. Every day, every night, it absorbs the messages you send. And with those messages, it builds. For years, perhaps for decades, it has been building from old instructions. Fear, doubt, limitation, unworthiness. But tonight, you will remember a deeper truth. The subconscious can be reprogrammed. The old scripts can be erased. The old patterns can be rewritten. The old walls can be torn down, so new ones can rise in their place. Pause and feel this. The subconscious does not resist. It does not argue. It does not ask whether something is true or false. It accepts what is repeated. It accepts what is emotional. It accepts what is vivid. And then it creates. So, if you wish to reprogram your subconscious, you must learn the 3 keys: repetition, emotion, imagination. The first key, repetition. What you repeat becomes what you believe. Every thought spoken often enough sinks into the subconscious. Every affirmation whispered again and again becomes a seed planted in fertile soil. I am worthy. I am loved. I am abundant. I am free. At first, they may feel like mere words. At first, they may feel untrue. But with repetition, they begin to echo. They begin to vibrate. They begin to settle into the deepest layers of mind. And once they are there, the subconscious begins to build from them, slowly, quietly, but inevitably. This is why old beliefs hold such power. They were repeated endlessly in childhood, but now you can choose new repetitions. You can choose new words. You can choose new truths. The second key, emotion, repetition alone is not enough. The subconscious listens most closely. When the heart is awake, a word spoken without feeling drifts away like smoke. A word spoken with deep emotion sinks into the soul like fire. So when you affirm, when you visualize, when you set intention, feel it. Let the joy flood your body. Let the peace settle into your chest. Let the love fill your heart. The subconscious does not care about logic. It cares about vibration. It cares about energy. It cares about what you feel. So give it the energy of certainty. Give it the vibration of already having. Give it the emotion of truth. And watch how quickly it responds. The third key, imagination. The subconscious speaks in pictures. So give it pictures. Close your eyes now. See yourself already living your dream. Not someday, not later. Now, see the home you desire. Walk through its rooms. Feel the walls. Hear the laughter. See the love you long for. Feel the hand in yours. See the smile. Feel the warmth. See the success you dream of. Stand on the stage. Hold the award. Feel the pride. See it. Feel it. Live it in imagination. For the subconscious does not know the difference between what is imagined and what is real. To the subconscious, imagination is reality. And so, when you imagine vividly, you are already reprogramming. You are already instructing the builder. You are already reshaping the blueprint. The ritual of reprogramming. Each night before you sleep, speak your affirmations, not in haste, not as a chore, but slowly, with feeling, with vision. Repeat them until they echo in your chest. Feel them until they warm your heart. Imagine them until they become clear. Then surrender. Let go. Rest deeply, for in sleep, the subconscious is most open. In sleep, the instructions sink deeper. In sleep, the new program begins to write itself. The transformation, at first, you may notice small changes, a lighter mood, a sudden opportunity, a conversation that inspires, then larger changes, relationships shifting, doors opening, ideas flowing, until one day you realize the old patterns are gone, the old fears are silent, the old doubts no longer control you, and in their place is a new self, a new story, a new life, because you dared to reprogram, because you dared to plant new seeds, because you dared to imagine something greater. Pause now, breathe deeply, whisper softly, I am worthy, I am powerful, I am loved, I am free. Feel the words, let them sink, let them glow, for tonight you are not just dreaming, you are rewriting, you are recreating, you are reprogramming the subconscious to serve the highest vision of your life. There comes a moment after the journey through the night, after the lessons of the subconscious, after the symbols, after the reprogramming, when you awaken, not just from sleep, but into yourself, into your true power, into the vastness of what you have always been. Pause and feel this. You are not only a body, you are not only a mind, you are a universe in motion, a consciousness dreaming itself into form, a soul weaving reality with every breath. For too long, you may have lived as if powerless, as if the world decided for you, as if your past defined you, as if your doubts were stronger than your dreams. But now, you know the secret. The power was never outside. The power was always within, hidden in the subconscious, whispering through symbols, building through programs, waiting for you to remember. The awakening moment. Picture yourself now, standing on the edge of a great horizon. Behind you, the old self, the fears, the doubts, the patterns that once held you down. Before you, an endless field of light. Every possibility shining, every dream alive, every version of you waiting. And in this moment, you step forward, one step into power, one step into freedom, one step into the truth that you are the creator. This is awakening, not the escape from life, but the realization that life itself is shaped by you. The new vision? Close your eyes gently. See your life unfolding now, not in fragments, not in shadows, but in fullness. See yourself strong. See yourself radiant. See yourself walking with peace. See yourself carrying love. See yourself fulfilling the destiny your soul has whispered since the beginning. The subconscious is no longer your prison. It is your partner, no longer the silent builder of old fears. Now, the builder of your highest dreams. And each day, each night, it will shape reality according to the vision you hold. The ripple of power awakening is never for you alone. For when you awaken, others feel it. They see it in your eyes. They hear it in your voice. They sense it in your presence. Your courage becomes their courage. Your peace becomes their peace. Your light becomes their light. And so the ripple spreads. One awakened soul awakens another. One dream realized plants seeds for countless more, until slowly, quietly, the world itself begins to change. Because you changed. The final truth. Listen closely now, and let these words sink deeply. You are worthy. You are powerful. You are loved. You are free. You are not the story of your past. You are the author of your future. You are not the victim of circumstance. You are the creator of circumstance. You are not small. You are infinite. And as you awaken, you realize the power was never locked away. It was here all along, in your breath, in your dreams, in your subconscious, in your soul. The dawn within. Now imagine a sunrise, the first light of dawn breaking across the horizon, the sky shifting from darkness to gold. This is you, awakening, rising, expanding. Every morning, a new beginning. Every breath, a new chance. Every choice, a new creation. No longer trapped by the old programs. No longer blind to the symbols. No longer unaware of the builder within. You are awake. You are alive. You are the dreamer and the dream. Closing reflection. So tonight, as you rest deeply, as you drift into sleep, know this. The journey is never finished, for the subconscious is infinite. The symbols are endless. The creation is eternal. But you have remembered the secret. You have remembered your power. You have remembered the truth. The power is within you. It always was. It always will be. And now, as you awaken to that power, you awaken to life itself, your life, your dream, your creation. This is the awakening. This is the power within.